Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Tonight we are back with BET Presents the Encore. Let me tell you something, Carlos King and Todd Tucker, you guys got it wrong. Okay, I know y'all think we like to see the drama all up and through, but this show has literally fallen apart before our eyes. An ensemble cast is put together so that we can be entertained by them as a whole and them individually. I do not want to see just Keily and them dang on twins. Child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. If you are new here, then welcome. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of shade. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So the Terror Squad, which consists of Keily and the Yin Yang twins, not to be confused with Big Pun and them, they're outside saying they want Nivea there. Girl, shut up. Okay? Like, girl, just shut up. Okay, so then Fallon's gonna say, you think we're running people out of here? Honey, you think? The two of you plus Keily are running everyone crazy. Like, how could you even sit there and ask that question? I'm convinced y'all are certifiable. You gotta be nuts. Do you think we're running people out of here? Then she's like, well, what do we do? Oh my God. It's too late for the sidebar, okay? Y'all just kept on till Nivea went decayed on y'all instead of just being quiet and sitting down somewhere. You always got a problem with everything at every moment of the day. It is exhausting, okay? And then Keely gonna say, yeah, I think so. But I mean, not on purpose. I'm like, not you gonna be their friend, but then tell them at the same time, they're the reason why everyone is leaving. No, it's you three collectively, honey. So then they say, well, she was already on edge. Nah, she was perfectly fine before the two of you got started, like you do each and every day around that time. Child, girl, shut up. Y'all are sitting up here saying, we weren't even arguing with Nivea. Why would they blame us? You don't have to be arguing with her. There was no peace. Who wants to live in chaos constantly? Honey, not I. You three little weirdos or something else. So Felicia was like, she'll regret that. No, I don't think she's going to regret it, honey. Nivea was a solo artist and will be again. Girl gone. Ciao. So the triplets are in a confessional and Keely is like, well, let's just acknowledge that she left. And the twins are like, yes, she definitely did leave. Well, honey, pour out a little liquor for her because she ain't coming back. Okay, she is not about to dot that dough, not now more time. The twins are like, come back, please, Nivea. We love you. We need you. Ciao. Then they flash back to Nivea's highlight reel. They're like, she brings light. Well, y'all bring darkness. So there's that. Moving forward. In the kitchen, Misha is reminiscing on what drove her out, okay, because she's trying to figure out what happened with Nivea, and she knows it's because she was defending them, right? So then Misha looks directly at the camera and says, Phineas and Ferb can kiss my mother ass. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness. She was like, yes, I'm saying it. Listen, y'all, I want to take her seriously, but I cannot in that Ronald McDonald wig, child. I really want to. And then she got in the confessional. She had that crown and it was standing to the sky. Oh, child, honey. Misha is some comedic relief, child. So Pam is like, you're queen. You're better than that. Honey, is she? Child, I don't know who's what and what's who, child. So then Iris chimes in and fresh off of a pack of Newports talking about, Nivea beat me out the door. Child, well, the night is still young. She said they want to be leaders, but they don't know how to lead. Girl, okay. Pam is like, well, I don't want no parts of the drama, honey. My name is West and I ain't in this mess. Outside, the twins and Keely are still talking about what needs to be done in order to stay in the house. Felicia is like, they need to get over it because we can't say what we want to say because somebody will be offended. Girl, so you mean to tell me there's more? Honey, I thought it couldn't get no worse. Y'all don't do nothing but sit up and talk reckless. Misha in the kitchen talking like she had too much to drink, saying, is Cosign X out of the studio? He sent an apology in, but we ain't seen him come back since. Don't make no sense. I'm like, oh, child, this is just a mess. So then Shamari is in the confessional saying, I didn't leave my life and my family and my sons for this nonsense. Well, honey, what else were you doing? Okay, you weren't doing nothing else? And also, I don't want to hear it. Okay, you pipe up in these confessionals every week since you've been in the house. And then you don't say anything outside of the confessional. You don't say nothing any other time. She's like, because the sisters are clashing. Honey, not the sisters. Child, I got to give you that one. But anything else, hush. I don't want to hear it. Back outside, Felicia's like, we should have been broke down. Honey, under what grounds? Y'all are insane. What grounds should you two have been broke down? Who did anything to you? Oh, okay. I was just waiting on a response. Misha said, tonight they can get it because they got my friend to walk out. No, all of y'all got Nivea to walk out. Okay. Now, yes, they did degrade Misha and Irish all up and through, but it was all of you collectively always fussing and arguing and yin, 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 and yin, 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 yin. Nobody wants to hear that all the time, especially people who operate in peace. Nivea ain't used to all that. Child, ain't nobody got time to be playing with y'all. You and the twins been arguing since day one. Child, go lay your wig down, honey. Tomorrow's a new day. Misha over there taking her 15-minute mandatory smoke break, and she's like, they talking? Ain't no cameras over there. So the twins are like, it's a camera right here, you little paranoid heifer. So she was like, Bit, you can hear us? Let me tell y'all something. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all, that made me cackle. So Keely starts cackling, as I did, okay? And I'm laughing. And she's like, if you giggle one more time. They're like, what? You called us a bit. Well, she actually did, honey, and y'all deserved it. So Misha is like, it ain't funny. I'm going to come over there and slap some wisdom. I said, oh, not slap some wisdom, honey. So Irish is like, Misha, just stop. Child, Misha didn't even put out that cigarette. She walked right on up to them like, what? Y'all better stop. They're like, nobody talking about you. Honey, they getting scared now, honey, because she done run up, get done up. They're like, don't come over here. She said, I'll handle both of y'all. So Felicia's like, listen, this is her in her confessional. I don't fight. I mean, why can't people talk off their feelings? Why you acting like we're just off the street? Because y'all act like she's off the street. I mean, girl, all that mouth and y'all ain't got no hands. Let me tell you something. Where I'm from, it's only so much talking people gonna do. And y'all talk reckless. Granted, Misha ain't gonna bust a grape, honey, but in the illustrious words of Diamond and Crime Mob, I wish a hater would get crunk up on this Crime Mob crew. Now enough is enough. Boy, rough and get stuck. Boy, luck is a must. Boy, nuck if you buck. Boy, honey, nuck if you buck. I mean, you talking, you got all that mouth, so you're gonna have to have a way to back it up. Child, I cannot be bothered. So then production came in and escorted Misha away. And Felicia said, I understand anger, but never should you get in somebody's face. Like y'all got in Cosign's face last week and told him that if you were a man, then you would have knocked him in his throat. Oh, how quickly we forget. Show y'all crazy. Y'all better learn to curb that little tongue, child. Some people choose violence, honey. I'm not condoning it. But you might find the right one on the wrong day. These two sitting on the steps. This was so funny to me. As they're panning to Misha being carried away because they want her to remove herself from the foolishness. These two sitting on the steps shaking them wigs, honey. Baby, they are rattled by Misha. And I am crying laughing. Do y'all hear me? This is sending me. So Iris said, she came there because her and her sister are valuable. And let me tell you something. All of y'all are valuable. We make fun of you and, we kiki at the expense of you and your Newport vocals. But at the same time, each and every one of you ladies are valuable. And I wish that this experience could have been a lot different because it really could have been something great. We were all so excited about seeing all of your faces because we haven't seen you on the scene in a minute. But then y'all got in here and let the twins take over the entire house and nothing was accomplished. I'm just saying, child, but you all are valuable, okay? She said, they're just too disrespectful. And are, okay? Keely in the confessional, solo, finally looking like she bathed and brushed her teeth. And then she tells us that she has to deliver some bad news to the choreographer, Aaliyah, right? So she goes in to meet her and tells her that Nivea is gone. Aaliyah's like, not Nivea. She was just in a good place. Keely talking about, I don't know what happened. Girl, you definitely know what happened. You happened. The twins happened. Y'all happened. Girl, shut up. She said, Misha and Irish, I don't know about them either. This is just a side note. Aaliyah is beautiful. Baby, that skin is skinning. Honey, it's glowing. In the next scene, Misha, Pam, and Shamara are all upstairs. And so Misha comes to the conclusion that she's leaving. So she tells Irish, she said, look, you can stay if you want to, but I'm leaving. Irish said, look, we're not twins, but if my sister is leaving, I'm chunking deuces. Deuces. Shout out to C Breezy. Misha's like, look, if we leave, Keely will magically become a singer. Well, it's looking like, honey. It is looking like. So then Carlos King steps from behind the curtain to see if the ladies actually want to leave. She said, look, normally I don't quit, but I don't really want to go. I don't really want to stay, but I really hope and pray these heifers get it together. Or whatever they said in the song, child. So then he said, I just want to make sure y'all really want to leave. She said, normally I don't quit, but, I got to walk away. She said, 702 is my only girl group that I'll ever be in, and I'm fine with that. Well, this is their final curtain call. All the other ladies are in the other room trying to figure out the plan. Well, child, Misha and Irish were just humming anyway, honey. So put a little melody over their vocals and keep it pushing, child. Felicia's like, I didn't want anybody to leave. Even Aubrey. Here go Keely in the confessional. Felicia must be emotional. I know she didn't mean that. Honey, and didn't. But let me just say this. Keely, you're sinister. Okay? I knew it when you sat back and pulled that Karen move, and I think it was in episode 2 or 3. But you are a very sinister person, okay? There's no other word to describe you. Child, and Felicia, honey, all y'all just saying anything. She's like, just so we're clear, I absolutely wanted Aubrey to leave. Oh, it wasn't a doubt in our mind. Well, it definitely wasn't a doubt in my mind that you wanted her to leave. You wouldn't be director of none and now triplet if she did. Over in the next scene, Shamari is like, I'm shocked, but I'm not surprised. Not this man watching them pack. Child, they're not going to steal nothing. Baby, the security is watching them pack their things. So they come out to say goodbye to Pam and Shamari, and they're ignoring the twins. And the twins like standing off to the side, right? So then Misha tells Pam, I just had no peace. I just really got to go. And I'm like, you know what? If it's affecting your mental space, then you definitely need to go. So even the twins said goodbye, which was fake AF. Okay, so why y'all run up on these ladies acting like you're so sorry? Oh my God, we love you for real. We love you. Honey, I don't want that kind of emotionally abusive love. Honey, you can keep that. That just shows that people throw the love word around all willy-nilly. Nobody wants your love. She's like, we're really sorry. Okay, girl, honey. They even shed a little tear, but I wasn't buying it, honey. Y'all ain't fooling me. Child, y'all did all that fighting, and then this could have been avoided if y'all would have just treated them with some respect when they were in the home, okay? This should have been the vibe all along. I don't want to hear it. Felicia's like, look, I love Misha and Iris. I really do. I really. You only fussed and berated them the entire time. Moving forward. Pam said, why do you think they left? Because, see, Pam wants them to admit that it was you heifers that ran them out. Felicia said, it was because of Nivea. The way that she left, she just stormed out. And then the emotions were high, so everything just spiraled down from there. Honey, if y'all don't take some accountability, they're like, yeah, that was the cherry on top. Instead of them saying, it was our fault. We attributed to Nivea leaving, and the emotions were very high, and so we can see how things spiraled out of control. It started with Cosign, then Aubrey, and now Nivea, and now Misha and Irish. We can see how that can happen. Child, I'm just so confused. They felt like they should leave since she left. Girl, they left because y'all have argued every step of the way. You two are the cancers in the group. And again, I'm not talking about the sign. Pam said, this some bull. They were very vocal. They felt like the outcasts, and I can understand why they left. I sat back and I watched it. She didn't say this some bull, but y'all know I like to zhuzh it up, okay? Felicia's like, we're not the cause. I don't feel that way, and I don't want anyone to make us feel that way, because I don't think that's how it happened. And did? Child, these two are lost cause, honey. Let's move forward. Pam said, look, they need to learn to take accountability. Upstairs, Keely is clearly unbothered. Honey, she's sitting down, writing on this little pad, trying to figure out how they're going to rearrange these songs. Child, Keely don't care who left, as long as she didn't leave, okay? And as long as she don't have to go back to that husband and those kids. So the twins are in there sitting on the other bed, and they're like, we deserve a minute. 3 members left in 24 hours. Y'all don't deserve nothing, honey. Y'all got exactly what you wanted. You wanted just Cherish, and you got it. So then Felicia looks at Fallon, and then Fallon looks at Keely, and then she goes, I don't want to say this. I'm going to say it, but I want you to get mad, okay? And so Keely's like, okay, go ahead. She's like, can I be transparent? And Keely was like, please. She was like, we need you. No, y'all really don't. Honey, you want to Cherish 2.0 plus Shamari? You got it. Pam gonna sing her hymnals, and then y'all can go on about y'all business. Honey, that's the way y'all wanted it, and that's the way y'all got it. Y'all do not need Keely, okay? Because I really don't want to hear nothing about her broken promise anyway. Child, I ain't got time for y'all. Keely was like, I really have to think about this, because this is going to make them think that this was my plan all along. And was, child, please. So Keely is probably pissed because she did not expect to have to do any work. But I bet you miss Aubrey now. In the next scene, Cosign shows up. Good to see you, bro. Shamari's like, what you doing here? Well, girl, he is the producer. Child, keep up. He said, hopefully making some hits. He's like, it looks a little light in here, honey. And the last time I was here was a lot more women. He said, did y'all get my flowers? They were like, yeah, we got them. He said, listen, I meant it when I said I couldn't wait to apologize to y'all, and I wanted to apologize to you as a group because I know what you're trying to do and you're trying to represent women's empowerment. So he apologized to the entire group, right? Pam commended him because he humbled himself, and she never saw that growing up. So she appreciated it, right? She was like, you are appreciated. Shout out to Tupac. So then Felicia is like, yeah, I'm with Pam. Y'all little gremlin twins not piping up today, honey. You can't afford to lose another one because, honey, I feel like Pam will be next. Okay, Shamari gonna stick around to the bitter end. But Pam is not about y'all foolishness, honey. She's getting pushed and very close to the edge. So Felicia said, his mouth said he's sorry, but let's see what his actions do. Oh, my God. Child, they ain't never gonna learn. Just miserable and exhausting, honey. So Sita's back, cat suit and all, and she asked what happened to the other ladies. Pam said, they were pushed to the brink. It's just too much. So she tells them she set them up with some looks. A team of stylists put some looks together, and it's time for them to create a cohesive wardrobe between the group. And it's time for them to vote for a final queen. They go and cast their votes, and now they're back. Keily, 2 votes, and Felicia, 2 votes. So now it's a tie. The new queen is Felicia. Womp, womp, womp. Child, we don't really care, honey. It only took everyone getting kicked out of the house for you to do it. She's like, does this give me the power to force Keily to be in the group? And doesn't. Child, I wasn't impressed by her being queen. And after all that sabotaging, Keily, you still ain't queen. Child, y'all only got 5 minutes till the show is over. They're back in the studio to finish out these songs, and Keily and Pam say they like the original version of God Only Knows, right? So then Keely in her confessional is going to say, my vibrator gets more attention than Cosign. He's literally useless. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle, calling the pot, calling the kettle? And how does you tickling your Hello Kitty correlate to him not producing a song you like? First of all, TMI. Second, girl, hush. You say whatever pops in your head. Something is wrong with you. So he's like, look, I feel like that's the formula. You have the demo, then the production, and then you find a sweet spot in the middle. Child, why you call this song a demo? Why? Okay, nobody wants to hear what. Now that was kind of disrespectful a little bit, okay? Because you call the girl song a demo. It's a song, okay? It's what they have for you to produce. So please do not call this lady's music a demo. Child, I cannot be bothered. He said it, child, and once again, Felicia is pissed and goes upstairs to tell Fallon. Felicia comes in and wants to talk to him because she is sick of him treating her stuff like it's nothing. So she tells him, I ain't like how you tried to act like my song ain't nothing. He said, we're teammates. I don't know how many other ways I can actually say it. She's like, I want to be given the same respect that you give other producers. Girl, let him produce these songs, honey, so y'all can shut up because I'm getting sick of it. So to curb all the arguing, honey, he's like, I don't want to have this conversation again. And she's like, me either. And he's like, I apologize. And she's like, you better mean it because I don't want to talk about this again. And they hug it out. Child, he'll say anything to go home without a headache. It's the next day. They go in to try on these looks. The twins come out. I'm like, what in the TLC No Scrubs is happening here? Child, we are in 2021. Oh, is it just me? Shamari over there wearing what Aubrey would have worn in Danity Kane. Child, it was a shimmery piece of fabric. Honey, Mr. Placement ain't going for the placement of that fabric. Honey, barely covered your nipples. But you got a nice body, I must admit. So then the stylist going to look at Pam and say, do you want a robe or a turtleneck? Child, I'm sick of it. Honey, this stylist is not styling. They are looking real costumey. Honey, y'all should be hollering at him. That's the one who should be getting cussed out, not Cosign. Honey, everything's falling apart. They go to see Aaliyah to do a little A count. And Felicia's like, we lost a lot when we lost the girls. We really did. The chemistry is off. Honey, y'all should have thought of that. I don't want to hear that. I really don't, child. So in the final scene, y'all see how I done rushed through this whole review? Because it gave nothing, okay? The episode gave me nothing. So then Keely comes outside and she's calling her husband. She's like, babe, I may have to be in the group. He's like, don't. You went there. You said you didn't want to be in the group, so you need to stick to your guns. Girl, why you calling that man? We don't care what y'all do at this point, honey. We just ready for this to be over. Just put on one of those god-awful outfits, do a doo-wop, shoo-wop-wop, hit him with a cheetah-licious 8 count, and call it a day. Child, and that was the end of the episode. Child, it got on my nerves all the way up and through, so much so I had to quote Crime Mob. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly how you felt about this episode. And I want to say this directly to you, cherished twins. You are the cause and the effect, okay? Because of the two of you, everybody is ready to get the hell up out of that mansion. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.